Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the earnings conference call for Q2 and H1 FY26 for Markolines Payment Technologies Limited. Today on the call from the management team, we have with us Mr. Vijay Oswal, founder and chief financial officer. Mr. Vijay Oswal has over 3 decades of experience across infrastructure, finance, manufacturing, and international business. He has been one of the guiding forces behind Markolines' growth through his sharp business acumen and strategic planning. At this moment, all participants are in the listen only mode. Later, we will conduct a question and answer session. At that time, you may click on the Q&A tab to ask a live question. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I would now like to request Mr. Vijay Oswal, founder and chief financial officer, to run us through the presentation for the quarter and half ended 30th September 2025 and the growth plan and vision for the coming year. Thank you and over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Yashasri, and thank you everybody for being here on this earning call for Markolines. Let's begin with it. Uh, Markolines Payment Technologies Limited, as no. So, uh, as far as management goes, this year has been an year of few activities. Certain important things have happened. Some milestones that we have achieved, like right from shifting us from ourselves from SME to the main board BSE. Subsequently, we also are listed now on NSE main board. As informed earlier, we have already announced the merger for the Markolines Infra with Markolines Payment. Now, at the as of now, at this after the end of this quarter two, we are starting our season because for us Q3 and Q4 are important. After the monsoon, the we see a very good opportunity. We have got a lot of work at hand. We are also expecting few more large size orders, which will be announced as soon as we have received them. Very soon we will come up, and we are hoping for a good season in H2. And we as management we remain committed to delivering the performances in enhancing the operational efficiencies and maintaining the financial discipline. So the order book, a strong order book, and our client relationship, which is established over 2.5 decade, enable us to be leaders, and definitely we will keep up to the expectations what we have been committed. Now about the Markolines, we were founded for those who are new. We were founded in 2002 with a single product of road marking. That is how our name comes as Markoline. Subsequently, by adding various portfolios to our product line, we have become India's largest maintenance company in the highway sector. We are the only company who has a support technology center where we have an R&D facility where practically every batch or every work that we conduct on site is being tested and monitored through a central lab at Mumbai. Then we are the only and first highway O&M company to be listed on BSE and SME with a pan-India presence. Now, as our journey goes from 2002, when we started, 2009, we started, after the road marking, we started as an outsourcing agency in 2009. And thereafter, we have been, growing ever then. And there is no looking back. In 2000, after starting in 2009, 2014 was the first place where we added maintenance services. Then we added microsurfacing. As we as management have always believed in the innovation and technology, we have given lots of first time technologies to be used in the highway maintenance in India, such as microsurfacing. We changed the complete market scenario by creating the name that has microsurfacing has. Then subsequently we had introduced the microsurfacing with fiber. Then we also introduced something called as CIPR, cold cycle in reply cycling. And then we started with FDR, then the rigid pavement, tunneling, and all of that. And today we stand here being listed on both the exchanges, NSE as well as BSE. So this company, Markolines, is led by our chairman and managing director, Mr. Sanjay Patil, and myself. Both of us are basically engineers. We have been together for last more than 3 decades into the business, and in this business also for last 24 years. Then we also have a capable leadership at the helm with technical and very qualified and experienced people from the industry like Mr. Praveen Panchal, Mr. Nagarkar, and Anil Nikam, who's our CEO, who has joined this year. Uh, as far as our business goes, our business is divided into 3 verticals: highway maintenance, specialized maintenance services, and specialized construction services. Now, just to quickly take you through these services, in highway maintenance, we do a lot of preventive measurement maintenance activities like micro surfacing, crack sealing, slurry sealing, etc. Then major maintenance and repairs. This is basically roads are susceptible because of the traffic to the wear and tear. So they need to be maintained and overhauled every 5 to 7 years, wherein the complete a new layer of 40 of bituminous concrete has to be laid over the
Code has been confirmed. Please wait while you are joined to the conference.
is basically now, as we are seeing that concrete roads are increasing. Concrete roads are called as rigid pavements because they are not flexible like bituminous, and where we also provide all various services for maintenance of rigid pavement also. Then under the specialized maintenance activities, we do conduct 2 major activities like microsurfacing and CIPR, cold in place recycling. Microsurfacing is basically a lamination of road which prevents water to enter the road surface and avoids damages to the basic infrastructure of road or foundation. And CIPR is basically or you can say what do you say, a recycling of road, wherein an equipment of train of equipments pass through the over the bad road. It is excavated, mixed with the additives predefined, and it mixes again into the core equipment called as recycler, and then it is relayed and compacted, and the complete new road is ready except the last course, that is the top surfacing. Then uh, as specialized construction services, we have entered recently about 2 3 years back into, first is tunneling, where we are doing conducting the with conventional methodology, 2 tunnels, one in Maharashtra and one in Jammu Kashmir. And second is soil stabilization, because lot of greenfield roads are coming, wherein the roads passing through the fields, the soil strata is very soft, and then with the conventional method earlier we used to dig deeper, but now with the newer technology what we can do is simply treat the soil with chemicals, harden the surface, so that just by a top layer hardening we can lay the road over that, which gives a good foundation for the road. So these are various services. Now, as far as our experience goes, till now, up till now, we have done more than 118 lakh square kilometers of microsurfacing. We have done 5,000 plus kilometers of major maintenance. We have, as of today, we have about close to 400 crores of unexecuted order book, and 1.37 lakh cubic meters of FDR and soil stabilization, and about 200 kilometers of road recycling, that is CIPR. As far as our strength goes, that we are one of the established enterprise in road infrastructure in India. Strong portfolio, skilled workforce, and in-house capabilities to conduct every activity that we do, and excellent relationship makes puts us as a preferred vendor amongst our clients. And then we are the one who provide end-to-end comprehensive tailor-made solutions, which definitely gives us the edge over the competitors. Now this, as far as if we have to really look at the weaknesses, Then this basically we are dependent on the workforce. Then we also are dependent. Some part of our portfolio comes from the government. Then because of the nature cyclic the operations and the short term project life, we are basically high capital intensive. So these are the weaknesses and opportunities. Now India is really growing in terms of infrastructure. We have the second largest infrastructure road infrastructure in the world, and we are also adding at a very fast pace. Even if you have to talk just a national highway, we are adding about 35 kilometers per day of road to this. And increasing road length will obviously require the major maintenance as well as the other maintenances, and that gives us definitely an opportunity. Then the privatization is happening, it is increasing. The government is looking at monetizing the road assets by giving the rights for a limited period to the various financial institutes who have come in, and then for them having not capable of having the technical expertise, outsourcing becomes obvious, and that is where lies the opportunity for us. Now, fluctuating prices of the raw materials, because we are dependent on the fuel or a bituminous product, and the natural disasters. But generally, we take care of both. The low cost, the fluctuating prices are being addressed always through the escalation clauses in all our contracts. Now, I have already briefed that we have already migrated to the BSC mainboard as well as NSE mainboard, and merger is going on. We shall be submitting some papers once since we have declared the updated papers will be submitted to exchange in a week's 10 days time. Now, as far as H1 goes, uh, we have really, I will be definitely taking you through the details. We have given a good growth in terms of PAT. Earning per share has also increased from to 1 rupee 70 paisa from 98 paisa. This thing that gives about 74% of growth. Then we have sufficient work at hand, unexecuted order book, and also pipeline, working on an active pipeline of 600 plus crores. Now, what are the advantages that we as company have is basically we working pan India. We have an excellent regional and cultural understanding. We are the people who are follow the strict SOPs and ethical practices. Then we have a very experienced and integral team. Most of our top management people are the people who have been working with us for years together, and definitely we are efficiency excellent in contingency and risk management. We are the company who are 100% compliance on the statutory requirements. Then latest technologies I have explained, and I will be explaining also at various times. And our approach is always customer centric, and that is the reason we are one of the preferred vendor. We have the highest focus on health, safety, security, and environment. In fact, we have been acknowledged for the following the good HSSE practices various times. In one of our project in Rajasthan, I remember that practically every the BOT operator or the fund, they had sent delegates to our project when we were doing one project in Rajasthan, to see that the kind of the safety we had followed the safety regulations and norms. And we have always been introducing newest technologies and the innovations, which keeps definitely us ahead. Now, what are our growth key drivers? Is the definitely the one is the market leadership, then a proven track record, experienced team. We have a robust business model. Definitely, we get the first mover advantage because we have always been ahead in terms of with the technology and innovation. And there are trends which I explained are changing because of the new entrance of the financial institutes or funds into the India, uh, and the strong order book and growing potential. These are the real drivers for our growth and wherever we start. Now, what do we see as our future is basically definitely the client and the stakeholders satisfaction is definitely the first important to us. Then expanding the service offerings and giving the revenue growth, leveraging the core expertise, and definitely we have proven the leadership in the infra O&M. As far as our order book goes, we have about as I explained, 400 crores of unexecuted order book and an active pipeline of 600 crores. If you see the screen, this is practically a pan-India presence that we have. Practically except the Northeast, we are working across India. Every fund that has come to India or the top-notch BOT operators or the asset owners, you can see they are on our client list. We have been awarded for various our achievements and work we have done for by our clients various times. And now just let me take you through the industry overview. Uh, Basically, uh, we have a national highway network which is really growing, second largest. Even if you have to consider, we have about close to 150,000 kilometers of the national highway. Then we are also growing the network every day from 11 kilometers in 2014. Today we are at about 34 kilometers per day building new highways. And as I explained, the investment monetization is happening by privatization of the projects. Uh, just 2 days back, the latest TOT bundle was offered to IRB with about 8 9 projects with for 9,000 plus crore rupees. And as far as the government is concerned, they have been really very pro the infrastructural development. Just a moment. After the Modi regime, we have really added a lot of things and a focus to the infrastructure industry. Mr. Gadkari, who has always been very keen in terms of removing all difficulties and giving us the world-class infrastructure. And a lot of projects have been awarded by the government across the countries, including the expressways, then the national highways, and lot of the coastal highways. The BRO is working in the hilly region across the border for developing the highways in the border region also. And there is a lot of huge infrastructure work that is going on. So this is all about what we are and what we do. Now let's look at the financials for Q2. So of 77.67 crores, which is about 39% higher than the last quarter of last year of Q2. Then profitability is also increased by 27% approximately, a rise in EBITDA and 69% growth in terms of PAT. We have given 4.08 crore rupees of PAT, uh, and the EPS has also grown to 1.7. That is also a growth in about 73%. Now, Q2 versus Q1, if I look, both being into the monsoon zone, we have all done similar kind of with a performance with a slight definitely improvement in the Q2, a little bit of improvement, about 6%. The profitability also remains almost same with a slight growth of 7% over the last quarter. And the profitability also you can see. Now, H1 versus H1 26 versus H1 25, we have to see there is a good growth over last year because we've been the people who have been learning from our experiences. Then we have our business development and execution team has done good planning, wherein we could achieve this growth of 42% over last half, and about close to 40% increase in EBITDA and 90% growth in terms of the PAT and also the EPS. Now, which I have already explained, the quarterly profit and loss statements, which are available on the net for you to look at the details, which will give us the synopsis what I have just now covered. And as we can see that we have given about 18% CAGR over from 22 to 25 in terms of revenue, 25% CAGR growth in EBITDA, 26% growth in PBT, and about 30%, 31% growth in terms of PAT. Balance sheet details are also there, which are available on the this thing. Our shareholding pattern remains same as Q2, Q1, about 55% with the promoters and 45% with the investors and public. So this is all about the Q2 performances, and definitely with the performance that we've given with the good order in hand, we expect definitely a very good upside from these results also in the Q3 and Q4, which will be also Q3 will be a step up from Q2, and as usual the Q4 will add and definitely help us to achieve what we have targeted, a good growth over last year. As we have already said, we are expecting at least 30% growth over last year. So that's all about the financial performance about the Q2 and H1 that we have recently closed. So yes, now we can start with the queries Q&A if we have from the people.
Certainly, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin the question and answer session. To ask a question, please click on the QA tab on the panel and click on Raise Hand button. The operator will announce your name when it is your turn to ask a question. Please accept the prompt on your screen and unmute your microphone while proceeding with your question. You may post text questions as well. We will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. We'll take our first question from Rahul Kamdar from RK Consultancy. Please go ahead.
Uh, Good morning. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
So basically, I just wanted to understand, sir, that since the numbers have been so strong and as explained by sir from FY22 to FY25, the CAGR growth has been so fantastic. Okay, I wanted to understand that how we are looking at things from here. I mean, in terms of next 3 to 5 years, because there are enough growth triggers. The support from the government is very strong. The order book pipeline is very strong, and the way the industry is going and way the infra is being seen, many of the analysts and investors believe that we are in the right space and infra companies are going to just boom from here. So I just wanted to understand your view from here on, specifically for Markolines, as in how we can beat the industry. I mean, what's your view that how numbers would be better from here on, not only from Markolines point of view, but how you will be able to go ahead uh, than the industry?
Okay. So thanks, Rahul. Nice question. uh, the thing is that see there is a good growth in terms of infrastructure. There's a government focus, and as I've already explained, that Markolines is one of the player who is always ready for offering anything and everything that clients require, keeping their only focus on the client satisfaction. Now with the
Hmm.
growth in the industry, and secondly we have also been very always ahead because of our two important things, that is the innovation and technology addition to in the maintenance space. And because of that, and secondly, we just don't go with the client's requirement. General practice what we follow is, we very often in the large tenders or the inquiries we send our technical team to the site before the we put our bid. And at times there are various times that we have always proposed the revised solutions or the comprehensive solutions, wherein by taking a different approach, and which could save some money, add latest technology and better performance for the user. This is what has always kept us ahead of the competition. Now, yesterday only, I was going through the Cube Highways presentation, which they have made, who's one of our client and the largest portfolio holder in the industry. Now, in their investor presentation also, they have mentioned that they have adopted few new technologies, and I am really proud to say that we are the people who have helped them and suggested these technologies to them. This is what is definitely keeps us ahead in terms of industry. Now, as far as growth growth goes, I have also said in my earlier presentation that we are looking more than 100% growth in coming, 3 years, and we will also try to surpass that, looking at the potential and the various opportunities that we are working on. As far as the performance is concerned, since technically that way the highway maintenance industry is the, there is nothing that we do as a rocket science except other than getting the new technologies. So volume is the game, but the potential is also increasing, and the first mover and leadership advantage, we are always there. So we will definitely try to fill in the our commitment. Rather, we will try and surpass our commitments. And as I have already said in my earlier this thing, that with this skill set also, now we are looking at the allied infrastructure industries also, wherein we could add some more growth to the company. This is how I look at the future.
Perfect. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, to ask a question, please click on the raise hand icon tab available on the toolbar or on the QA tab. You may also post your text questions. We'll take one text question from Lakshmikant Khanvilkar, an individual investor. The question is, your company's EBITDA margin has declined. Why and what measures the company is taking to arrest the slide and possibly increasing going forward? What strategy the company has adopted or is devising to grow its operations, and have you issued any guidelines for the same?
Oh, so Lakshmikanji, the thing is that our EBITDA margins, basically we being the service provider, our EBITDA margins, if you've seen the track record, they keep fluctuating because my EBITDA margin varies because of the client's requirement in terms of deploying the machinery. At various times, if the client asks for the specific machinery or the new equipments or the plants to be installed, because of that, the cost which is generally loaded to the client only, so the EBITDA margins would vary because because of the cost incurred in terms of depreciation as well as the interest. But by and large, our the bottom lines remains same. If you see our annual PBTs, they generally remain in the say similar zone. That is how we work out, because by and large we work with the client on a cost plus basis model, ensuring our returns. Now, as far as increasing the our bottom line, I in my earlier presentations also I have said that recently, last 2 3 years, what we have added the new this thing to our portfolios, like the specialized construction activities, wherein we are definitely looking at increasing the bottom lines, and which is visible also from our results. We are slowly increasing in terms of our net profitability.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, to ask a question, please click on the Q&A tab on the panel and click on raise hand button. You may post your text questions as well. The next question is from Yashwanti K, an individual investor. What is our order book position and when can we see accounting of it?
So, Basically, as of today, 30th, one second, let me just take you to that slide only so that everybody can see what I'm telling you. So, this is our current unexecuted order book as of 30th September. As of 30th September, we had an unexecuted order book, which is to be executed over from next 1.5 year, is about 396 crore rupees. And we are working on 600 crore rupees of pipeline. Probably as short as this week, we're likely to come up with an one major order disclosure, which we have already finalized and about to disclose. We are just expecting the formal award. So this is the status of our order book, which is
Thank,
available on the official presentation on our website as well as BAC.
thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, to ask a question, please click on the Q&A tab on the panel and click on the raise hand button. You may post text questions as well. A reminder to participants to ask a question, please click on the raise hand button tab available on the toolbar. There is a text question from Yashwanti K, an individual investor. What is our working capital cycle?
So working capital cycle keeps by and large, though we say it is about 90 days, but on few projects because of various things, generally it lies about 90 to 120 days.
Thank you. The next text question is from Pranay Shah from Caron Capital. What would have been growth if we had not witnessed extended monsoon? Did we have any impact?
Uh, yes, Pranay, as I said, this year, learning with the last year's experience, we had already planned, and there are two reasons wherein we have given better performance over last year. One is basically we planned few orders in the where the work would not be affected to the monsoon because India is a very large country and varied terrain. And second is the specialized construction activities like tunneling, which generally are not affected during the monsoon much. So both these have helped us to achieve the growth over last year's H1 and particularly the extended monsoon. In fact, you can see that last year our first half was suffered, but in spite of having the no extended monsoon over last year also, we have given a good growth. We keep planning to our best of our capacities so that the monsoon doesn't affect us. Yeah.
Thank you. The next text question is from Shaurya Punyani from Arjao Partners. What kind of revenue growth we anticipate in FY26 and FY27, and what would drive such growth?
Okay. Shaurya, though I cannot say or specific numbers, but as I have already said, that we are looking at good growth. We've been maintaining this thing. This year we are looking at about 30% growth over last year, which we definitely see that it is annual with the kind of work that we have and the opportunities we are working at hand. And definitely, as I have said, that if I have to achieve a real good growth over next 3 years, we will be keeping the same pace of growth over at least next 3 years.
Thank you. Next text question is from Yashwanti K, an individual investor. What is your solo bidding capacity?
Solo bidding capacity, normally it is a very complexly calculated with the tender requirements. Generally, the bidding capacity goes with mostly is a major criteria in terms of the government tenders. Otherwise, the performances are the and credentials, credibility matters more in terms of the private players, wherein we have a really large portfolio out of our the order book. As such, I can, as of now, I can, in solo bid capacity, we can bid up to about 500 to 700 crore rupees of work.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, to ask a question, please click on the QA tab on the panel and click on raise hand button. You may post your text questions.
Okay, I think no more questions.
So we'll wait for a few seconds.
Okay.
There is one question from Yashwanti K. What is our employee strength?
We have in Markolines payment, we have about 250 people working. And as far as the labor that is required, we hire them on a contract basis as we keep moving the bases from places to places.
Thank you. As there are no further questions, I would now like to hand the conference over to Mr. Vijay Oswal, Founder and Chief Financial Officer, for closing comments. Over to you, sir.
Okay. Thank you, everybody, for first of all being on this call and hearing us, what we are doing, how we are doing. And definitely, as I have already promised, we will keep up to all our commitments. At the close of this H1 and the monsoon period, we are really looking forward to a very good H2. And definitely, we will keep coming to you at a regular frequency with the updates. And definitely, we will keep the commitments. Looking forward to a good growth and good relationship with all of you. If anybody has missed out onto any questions, if you have any further queries or concerns, you can always get in touch with our IR, or you can all definitely contact us directly through on our website, and we will be happy to answer your queries and address the concerns. Looking forward to your relationship in future too. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Markolines Payment Technologies Limited, that concludes today's session. Thank you for your participation. You may now click on the exit meeting to disconnect. Thank you once
Thank you,
again.
Yash. Thank you,
My
Yash.
pleasure, sir.
Thank you.